Wake up, little knight. It's time to get to work. Hello, one and all, for the second episode of Hollow Knight. Last time we beat the Gru's mother and the false knight, and we got an item off of the false knight, which I sort of glossed over last time. Stone slab bearing the crest of Halnest's capital has an insert on the back where it would fit into a slot. This is another one of the many things that we will be getting to a bit later. I have a few things to do in Dirtmouth. I'm gonna do my best to get all the dialogue that I can, of course. And somebody who always or usually has a lot of new dialogue when you get back to Dirtmouth is Elderbug. Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeeper's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. I'd never thought I'd see such a thing. The stag station has opened. That building lay silent since even before my time. Oh, I've heard tales of glorious lines, a web of tunnels running through all of the kingdom. Not that I'll be travelling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard, for I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us went there to pray. They say they felt at peace within the walls. After a while they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. They seems like they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tool bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given that they're all empty, but they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend to get through that door, I wouldn't put up with it myself. Iselda is a very tall bug. If we judge after the shortest hop we can do, we hit the top of the door. She's at least has like a full head below it.
Bapanada.
Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I'd thought it only a temporary stop. Then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all of his time out there. He argues cartography is sound business, but other than you, who's buying? Well, to be fair, I buy everything you have. Or eventually I will.
Sanjo.
Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times my husband makes Halnest sound a wonder, but sometimes it seems like a ghastly and dangerous place. It's both. I'll see you later. Now to see Sly. I've come back for your gathering swarm, old man. No use buying the moss shards unless we, need them. I see they've opened a mapping shop across the way. I suppose a little competition is healthy. Perhaps I should start to sell maps as well, or is that a little aggressive? All's fair in a world made of geo. Pockets feeling empty. If you need more geo, take a trip into the ruins below and hunt around. Just take care not to fall into a haze. I won't be coming down to rescue you. Thanks, man. There is NPC in the crossroads, which I forgot to talk to, which is a pretty important one. Well, important. too important, but she's a favorite. We probably missed a bit of dialogue. I think she'll probably act as if she'd already spoken to us once before. Notice with this gathering swarm, all the geo is coming straight to me. So no need to go and collect it. Didn't make that. Oop, didn't make that. Yeah, right here. Up there is where we fought that big guy and got grub. Down here is the steady sound of a pickaxe and the glorious humming, not whistling. I made that mistake last time. Of this little bug. We didn't miss any dialogue, that's good. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2, and when you're done, let's bury me too. That's dark, yeah. But she's so cheerful. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing, I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around. These mines are bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Again, I don't have a mouth. Bury the knight with her broken nail. Bury the priest. Something about a crown. I can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it. We've all done it. It's no shame. Yeah, that's it. Just had to see it, you know. There's a secret over there, not a very big one. Nothing this way except this unstable floor, which is another soon.jpg. Over here is more soul. Bye, Myla. Okay, now, if we go back to where we killed the boss, we can progress. You embarrassed me last time. How dare you? Ow. Yeah. And don't come back. He's gonna come back, isn't he? Okay. We are back in the boss room where we fought the false knight. His armor is still here, but his weapon has long since left. I love how I can just smash everything as we go. There's no reason to do it. It's just, you know, pop, pop. We are walking on skulls to get to this very tribal looking area, which we can enter. Let's see. There's a nice bench here for our convenience. And you. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange empty face and a wicked looking weapon. Something important has drawn you into Hellnest's corpse. But I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh. Bob. We're dead. That's it. Stream over. Stream? Game? Video? Help. Having a stroke. Consumed of a vengeful spirit. Tap A to unleash the spirit. This is another use for my soul gauge. I can expend a third of the orb to fire laser beam. Not really a laser beam, but big explosion. You little, why have you locked me out? What's your problem, huh? Let me out. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but you seem to have slipped away from myself. Oh yeah, I just crawled while I was unconscious. Yep. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you'd do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, but simply because we're now friends. Yeah, definitely friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made his home in the heart of his temple. Such disrespect. I would be grateful if you were to venture deeper and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you are more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, friend. Oh ho ho. What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? It's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain the creature lying at the heart of this temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirits of my ancestors will be watching over you. Yeah, why I oughta. Yeah. Does good damage. It's a good spell. I think early game it does 3 times nail damage. Not exactly 3 times, but it's worth 3, I think. This spell is very useful for speedrunners and DPS, because the best way to DPS is hit, spell, hit. Or hit, spell, hit, spell. Don't need any soul, because I'm full. And these rollers are, yeah, not too hard to hit. Even if they're, in weird locations. Now I don't need to worry about all this geo splashing everywhere. It's all covered for me. We get our temporary health, which, and looky here. This seem familiar to anybody? This is the guy that was guarding the green place. But we're out of soul. Hit him 3 times and he spawns stuff now. 4 hits and he's done. We get a nice soul catcher. And look, we're back. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. That poor thing must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Oh ho ho. And look, what a coincidence. The gate between us has opened. Oh ho ho. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Oh ho ho. Anyway. That now gives us the ability to go to a new area. That's a nice little shortcut. to where we first got our map. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area. Available for an excellent price. Thank you, Cornifer. Very cool. Fill up my soul gauge a bit, because you know, if we're going to be fighting another one of these. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallownest descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes will be granted, all truths revealed. Big promises. Light work. Here is the first shift of tone. It's a great thing about this game. You see the first area and you think, oh, this is blue and depressing and the entire game is going to be like this. But no. It may all be a bit muted, but there's so many splashes of color and beauty in this game, and I love that about it. Here is when we sort of notice that there's this orange going around. You know, whenever I hit an enemy, ow. There's this explosion of green whenever I hit an enemy. Even, you know, not just those enemies who actually explode, but notice when I hit this enemy it flashes orange. And that really tells us about, yeah, Venus flytrap enemies. That really tells us about the enemies. It's more important when you don't see orange coming out of an enemy, because that means they're exempt from this this orange infection. Just like how when you're hitting the knight, the false knight, his armor, because obviously you're hitting his armor, you don't get any soul, you don't see any orange, but the maggot inside was full of the infection. It's an interesting thing. This is a very important character, and one we'll see a lot of. There she goes. We're gonna have to chase her through this area. Okay, I'm gonna try something. We can't make this jump, right? Nope. Okay, wait. No. You can turn around and fire your soul shot, and it propels you backwards, and you can make that jump if you fire them. I don't know how to do it. Again, I'm gonna try all the speedrunner strats, but then all gonna work out. You could also lure this guy up there and make the jump if you bounce on him. But this is a lot better anyway for the pacing, I guess. Need to wait for those guys to explode. Geo-farming maniac. I think I might have missed some geo up here. Nah, it's good. This is burning acid. It will hurt me if I drop in it. And here we're introduced to a new mechanic, falling blocks. Can also crush enemies. Can't make it up there. That's a shortcut. Oh, I thought I'd crush him. They charge at you, and you can just hit them back. And we see the quills, we hear the humming. It's Greenpath. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, but I must admit some of the area's inhabitants prove quite a nuisance. It's never a good idea to pass up a map, you know. Now we can't make this jump because we can hear sort of over the humming. Might be able to hear a little grub. Here's our secret. Can't drop through here. There's our grub. Live free, little grub. Oh yeah. These make a nice little platform with spikes. And let's drop this shortcut down. And into the next room. See, you don't get Geo if you squish them, which is a bit annoying. This teeth has... This place has a lot of... It's a cave with a lot of teeth in the entrance, or maybe claws or something. Not very inviting. We'll see what's in here. Atmosphere is picking up again. Roar. Just an NPC though. Tiny squib. You approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beast. Prove yourself worthy to bear the hunter's mark. Or the mark of the hunters. Taken the hunter's journal. Defeat enemies and add new entries to the journal and decipher the hunter's notes. This is going to be essential for talking lore. It's basically like a bestiary. Kill enemies, you get a little bit of information on them. Little squib, you have overcome a few creatures, but you're only just beginning. Don't delay, descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. And here we see, yeah. I will go through these. I'll probably go through them area by area. Probably near the ends of the episodes. And now we're going, what would you call this? Platform surfing. We'll go with that. And we get a little grub. Ow. Up here's a bit more geo. Don't want to miss it. Geo is pretty important for buying a lot of things. Oops. Here's our friend. Making a bit of a show of running away from us. These guys just firing across, they're not very threatening. easy way to deal with foes, so you don't have to wait another cycle. Just hit and spell. These guys are unique. They gather leaves from the bushes. And you can just knock them in to the acid or whatever. Not too threatening. Just a bit time consuming, so just knock them into the acid. There she goes, running again. We can make a detour up here, but not too much reason to at the moment. Yeah, we'll just keep following her. Bit tighter on the jumps in this area, and we come to a nice gate, which we'll have to pay for a bench. Again, not too useful for us. We did get this soul catcher, which I didn't read, from the snail shaman's place. Used by shamans to draw more souls from the world around them. Increase the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. Okay, so we have 3 notches. These both cost 1 each, and these 2 cost 2 each, so we can't put any more on. Could take one of these off and put one of these on, but I prefer to have these 2 on. It's a very small advantage, the soul catcher, so I don't mind being without it. I'll try and fully explore this area in this episode. There are a few lore tablets that are coming up, one being right here. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush, in every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Showing that they this is the second time we've heard this higher beings, greater minds. This Un is one of them. They're basically kind of like gods, kinda. But that's who they seem to worship. And who created this area. We can't make it anywhere through here, but you know, there's a block up there, so it's obvious that we can come back to it. This guy isn't even a boss, but he killed me so many times. I'm just not even gonna play with him. He's ultra tough if you don't just lay into him with soul shots. There's nothing here, right? Yeah. Just one on the other side. Here we get the blues mixed in with the greens. Crossroad mixed with Greenpath. and we hear somebody screaming. What's this? Oh. You okay, man? You need help or something? I'll go on there. This is vengeful liking. Because the little guys are vengeful eyes, obviously. I should quit saying obviously so much. But, yeah. Okay, we got him. Hey man, you okay? I just saved your life. I hope you're grateful. You're not dead, are you? Oh, thank God. What do you have to say after I graciously saved your life from the clutches of an evil dinosaur-looking ass, you know, beast? Just what do you think you're doing? You dare come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, Kerr. I'm Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, you'll find out what they call my weapon, Life Ender. Okay, edgelord. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. I will be saving him. It's a choice I've made. For reasons. And we're almost done with looping around. I do want to kill this guy for the soul. And there we go. I do not want to kill this guy because I can't be asked. I just want to put him here for an extra lore tablet. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here now shall we wait, patient for the call to return. I'm not too sure what that means. But in this kingdom of Hallownest, each area pretty much had their own faction that eventually decided or did not decide to join the kingdom. The people in the Greenpath, I'm pretty sure they decided to join the kingdom, but sort of reluctantly. They're like, oh, we'll follow the kingdom, but we worship our own gods. We do our own thing. I want to activate both of these at once. Get on one side of them. That's why I wanted full soul, so I could just decimate these guys. Your worst enemy in this game is panic, because when people start panicking, you know, it gets impossible to think about the best way to deal with these things. I don't have any sword to deal with this guy, so I'll just have to take him out the old-fashioned way. Okay. And we get another grab. Here's that shortcut. And we can progress. You guys are still milling about. Okay. Here's the sign for a stag station. What's down here? I forgot. Oh, it's just the other side of this. Stag station, yeah. Pretty useful. I'll just visit. Stake my claim. Update the map. We haven't been in this vertical room that's directly to the right of me. We've been to the one to the right of that, if that makes sense. But we will explore on our way down. I just wanted to unlock the stag station. and see what our friendly stag has to say. My, this place has changed much since I last saw it. The greenery grows so wild, the stations like to be consumed by it. That's what it is. Not much, but it's something. Music cuts out, and we are presented with our friend again, who, you know, has been running away from us all this area. Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. That's not what it looks like. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you tried to do. I cannot allow it. Hornets. This fight also kicked my ass first few times. Hornet wields a needle and is very mobile compared to the other two bosses that we've faced so far. A lot of bosses give these nice opportunities to heal them, to heal yourself. Sorry. And she's just gonna tuck tail and leave, you know. Not give us any information, not apologize for attacking us for no reason. Gosh. But we do get the Mothwing Cloak. Use the cloak to dash quickly along the ground or through the air. Oh, beautiful. But what's this? Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. So they just, you know, threw a flashbang and dipped. 3 figures, you know, knocked us out. Spoke to us about seals. Here's our dash. Beautiful little tool. What is this? Cuphead tutorial. Pretty tough. If you'll notice, their masks are kind of familiar. We are at the Lake of Un now. And we find Quirrell again, and a bench. Oh, hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe these dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. These buildings suggest some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I planned to offer greetings, but... Ugh. Words are hard, guys. Though figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. Guys, talking is hard. Especially in videos for this long. Your nail looks a fine instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't match. Colonist is perfect for vigilant explorers like ourselves. So tense and thrilling, in this place you're either alert or dead. notice this statue in the back. This is the representation of Un. Obviously, it's the Lake of Un as well. This is the figure that's taken by the lake. You know, he's not too bothered about us. But if we go the other side, yeah. I don't want to knock him into the lake, because then I won't get the money. There you go. Lost a bit of it. We can't do much here. It's just the lake. Can't reach that guy up there. Can't jump in for no reason. Thanks, brain. The biggest of brain. 600 IQ play. I'm just, you know, demonstrating how much of a bad idea it is to jump into that lake. This dash opens up a whole lot. And you'll see its applications. Okay, let's see. I said I was going to go down through here. We get a full heal at this bench.
Yeah.
Lay the map. Makes it easier. Don't need to kill all of these, but you know. This is being the flytrap central. No, that didn't work. Get a bit of Geo. This is apparently a shortcut. Don't know why. Is there something up here for me? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey, none of that. None of that either. This area is locked up or locked off from below, so you need to come here first. That guy's guarding the lever. They do throw a lot of these Venus flytrap enemies at you very, very quickly. And I'm going to do maybe one more thing, and then do a bit of reading, and then call it an episode. There's a little area. There's an item down there we can't get to. No, Dash can help us with that. Up here. We can use Dash to cover distances easily like that. This is what I wanted to do. So we have these little areas. Little item there. Just a platforming gauntlet. This game does these very, very well. Mayhaps too well. And that's it. We get the charm forms of agony. Okay. And guys torpedoing at us. Gonna clear most of the important areas in the Greenpath. There is one more area after this. Get a bit more geo. We can go up. I want to demonstrate how this loops very well. This is again the marrying of Greenpath enemies and Forgotten Crossroad. You can actually kill these guys, which give you a nice journal entry. Not essential to do it, but if you're feeling particularly sadistic like I am. Those guys do have a tail. You can kind of see their teeth on the ground. Ugh. How dare you. How very dare you. Anything down here? Bit of geo. Always welcome. You can also use it very aggressively. And if you recognize this is where we first saw Hornet. You know, we couldn't reach her because we didn't have a dash. And yeah, we can now make it. Get back in here. Don't like those guys, they can all die. Those guys too, they're a bit annoying. Yeah, we're like that. Make use of this doll now. And here's a new branching area. With also, I think, yep. Those who stray from the White King's road shall face the law of Udn. So this is referencing the King of Halnest, the White King, also known as the Pale King or the Pale Worm. Whenever you hear something like that, just think the King of the Kingdom. Anybody who strays from the White King's road shall face the law of Udn. They were part of the kingdom, but they followed their own rules, you know. Here's another bench. And we get to see how our map updates. All the areas in green we've explored, so. New enemy. Stop. Why are you hitting yourself? Don't get any soul for hitting these back at them. But, you know, it's the easiest way to do it. I could progress further here, but the area after this is too dark, and I won't be able to explore it without light. This is the next mini-boss. This is the massive moss charger. Also known as the easiest mini-boss in the game, because you can just do this. yeah, he got past, but you know, he's dead. You know, and those guys would just run away. Ignore those guys safely. And just kill him. It's just Geo. All is fair in a world made of Geo. There is a nice secret here. And I don't even need to worry about collecting them, because the charm's just going to do it for me. Oh, thought I could catch that guy. Nope. Not that it matters. Here's another sort of platforming gauntlet. Testing your ability to pogo on things. Bit of money, you know. Never hurt anybody. Important thing to know is that pogoing also resets your dash, which is very vital. Missed the platform. Can't be helped. Can't get up there yet. Take me away. And we're back. I will get back to a bench and probably wrap up this episode. And here we are. It's been a good episode, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And yeah, bye.